and we'll steal like most of their deck. And see, that's why we had to go like this. Alright, I mean, this is a good start. Stealing 18 cards from my opponent. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today's video that will literally keep you at the edge of your seat for the full duration, I guarantee. And man, after you watch the video you will know exactly what I mean. And we are playing Chandra, Hope's Beacon deck with Exsanguinate and Outrageous Robbery. Two amazing win cons for every deck that can scale, and don't forget we can double those spells with Chandra, and they work in very different ways, but they have one thing in common: they instantly lose the game for your opponent. So guys, I think you will like it. Let's go into the games. Oh, and by the way, this idea comes from our great friend of the channel, Blob Zombie, and when we talked on the Patreon and it was suggested that this type of deck could be cool, and I was like, yeah, it seems amazing, let's do it. And here we are. So yeah, I hope you like it. So let's go into games and have fun. Alright, we're going first, and we have the Tome, we have some removal, so I kinda like this hand. And we definitely want to open with, well, I kinda gave it away. So let's see what our opponent is playing. It seems that it's not an aggro deck, which is surprising, but we should be okay with this. I just realized that our opponent thinks that we're an aggro deck. Not anymore, not anymore. And I'm super excited for Solemn. And look at this art, man. I waited months for this one. Alright, Fabled Passage. And I think we'll draw all the cards. Like, we actually don't want to scry. Yeah, and we'll play Simulacrum as soon as possible. You want to draw at least one card with this as soon as possible, so you aren't behind. So right now, even if they have like Terra Thunder or something, it's fine. And man, they have a lot of colors, that's for sure. Alright, alright. But that means we will also have time to get our value, so I think we should be fine. Like, honestly. Let's go with this one. Fountainport is the way to go. And let's go for Solemn. This, man, I love playing this card. Every time I use it, it's like, yeah. So, man, look at our deck. So cool. So, what do we want? Let's go for a Swamp, because we have kind of symmetrical mana, and we have a lot of Lilianas in the deck. And we can start using Burst Lightning, which is really nice. Alright, what exactly is our opponent doing? I mean, something that will be extremely scarce, so I think we'll have to go for like Sneaky Leaf or something. We can maybe Duress first. Alright, here's our win con, here's our land. Listen, I will actually attack him. This is a big deal, because the lower we get them, the easier it is to go for lethal. So it actually matters, and they're forced to kill it. What a champion, what an absolute champion. So we have to kill it, otherwise we are not getting the card. So basically I'm cycling this. I thought maybe they will have exile, but it's like, nah, it's not possible. Well, with Shuffler everything is possible, always. Alright, we still traded, so it's okay. They don't have red, so they won't go for all the, you know, like Brotherhood Center or something. And we'll start to draw some cards. We are on decent track, as long as the tomes survive, and I think they should. We should be okay. We can start doing 3 cards a turn very quickly. Cornucopia is amazing, even though it helps them really much, because we actually will burst them. I think it's a little bit too slow, so they will probably get to 30, 35, and we should be able to burst them. But you know, we'll see, we'll see. Sure. This will be useful at some point. Let's play the land. And I mean, we can pass the turn. Alright, so the next turn for our opponent will be something huge probably. So we'll probably start to, you know, have to answer stuff. And they actually want to ramp. Alright. Very scary. I wonder why they need so much mana. I mean, something bad will happen to us, especially if after being stuck, you know, this will be a low, you know, high value deck. But I think with Double Tome, we should be able to get there. It will be a bit hard to make Chandra, you know, survive one turn. So I probably want to play Chandra into Duress. Because it will be doubled, so then we butcher their hand. Even if they play removal and response, it will be like basically 3-card discard. And then the next Chandra wins the game. So that's the plan. That's the rough draft for our game plan. Herd Migration. Well, normally it would be absolutely amazing for our opponent, but not really here. Still, they draw a card. But we have such efficient answer that we actually do not care. Which is wild, man. Normally this is game over for a lot of decks. Let's start doing. Yeah, and we don't need to do more. Alright, drawing land. We cannot miss land drop, so that's super important. And I mean, that's why it is here, you know? And our opponent is at 4 cards. I played the land, so we just double draw. And on the next turn I want to play the Tome, so we can start drawing. Alright, we both are drawing, that's fine. And they will probably get to 35 at least, maybe even higher a little bit. So it won't be easy to burst them, but it's doable. If we get control over the game, it is doable, like 100%. And we can always go for the... Oh, I just realized, man, they have a lot of cards in the library, so Robbery will actually not win the game so easily. Like, we need to go for the big things this game. Alright, and let's start them. We have triple Chandra, so we should really start drawing her. Let's go for this one. I mean, we're stacking, so we need to hit lands, Chandra, see? Easy. Still no lands though. That's a little bit weird. And I don't really want to draw more, right? So I think we go Liliana because she can make sure that we start trading cards basically. And Anoint with Affliction is probably the first victim. Like, you know, they will get a lot of cards, they have up the big start, but I think we can burst them. And I want... So first removal, right? They should start discarding removal. And this will also be a Planeswalker bait, so if they have Planeswalker removal, they should probably use it right now. Yep, and we can double Tome. I mean, we can double Tome. Why not? Why not? We can even go for the treasure, which is super important. Like, this deck uses treasures like a champion. Like, every treasure is basically 2-in-1. Alright, First Edict. Love to see this. Yeah, I think we can drain them. Maybe. It all depends if they have a lot of Up the Beanstalk triggers. They probably play Leyline as well. But there are no good targets. If we play this could get Leyline. Oh boy, this will be something, huh? Alright, with Tyrant they will go super high and they will do another card. So they will get a lot. I mean, a lot. This is a token, so we can actually answer it already. They will only get one more card. Wait. I can actually play Chandra and double Bitter Triumph, right? And kill both of them with a single card. It's not the worst. Alright, I will try to make some full plays. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if that's the best play, but we'll try. 24. Oh, we have a land, that's nice. And our opponent has only 2 mana, but we don't know exactly what mana they have. Do I really go with Chandra? Alright, okay. I think I still go like this, because I'm really scared to play Chandra into this. I have 2 more in the deck, but I would prefer to open with Duress. That would be so much better, especially that they are doing so many cards. They still got a lot of cards, and here's the 35. Unfortunately with Tyrant they actually went so much higher than I wanted them. What? Oh my god, it has the same cost. Alright, it's fine, it's fine. Right, it's a copy of a card, it's not just a token with the stats, right? It is a full, basically, copy. Still a token though. I think we just draw 2 cards, we play the land for the turn, so that's the most important part. Yeah, we can take the hit. The problem is that, oh man, they might be playing some like other creatures, right? They will probably play a lot of creatures. Herd Migration is not creatures with 4 power or higher, but we'll see what they will play. I might draw cards with Tome and see what I will get. This is an artifact, so Go for the Throat won't hit it as well. So that might be a bit of a pickle. Let's take the damage. I think we actually don't mind the damage, as long as they don't draw cards. We just need to prepare good lethal with Chandra and we can still win very easy, but we need to set it up right. Herd Migration is okay. It's actually very okay for us. Because it doesn't trigger the Tyrant. It triggers up the Beanstalk, so that's the bad part, but it's okay. And our opponent is really going for those placements. This is like the big deck. Everything is like 7-8 drops. And here's our land for the turn, I guess. Do I go with the treasure? This is so tempting, honestly. I will go for it. At some point, right now we don't need it, but in the final turn of the game, it might be absolutely game deciding. Alright. Alright. And I could sweep the board with Chandra, but I don't have Duress and I think I want this play more than anything else. We still have a lot of cards. Each creature. I mean, we can kill this with Burst Lightning. You know what? This is okay play. Like this is a very clunky way to, you know, fix the board, but it fixes the board, so I'll take it. That means they need to start replaying stuff again. We'll draw cards, and we keep getting more and more mana every turn. And moment we hit Duress, we can open with Chandra. Especially, I mean, if they tap fully, we can go for some crazy plays. Alright? And they will go to 40, 50, something like this before we will be ready. This Tyrant really put them super ahead. But I think there's a lot of room to, you know, win the game still, especially if the robber. Even though they have what, 22 more cards, I mean we can steal like 30 cards easily with this deck. Let's open this one. So you want to get the tome with less counters, because first, if you lose it, it hurts less, and second, you can always double activate if you have 4 mana on one of the turns. You know what? Let's actually go for this land. Because good draw is worth like super much. I'll take it. I need to start thinking about my library value, like in total, and we can make some treasures. I kinda like our situation. I know it's like we are preparing for a very big game, but I think we can make an absolute crazy turn on one of the turns. I probably want them tapped. The life gain from Cornucopia is a big problem because, like, listen, we can deal a lot of damage, but dealing 40 is a bit, you know, bigger problem than dealing 20. We have double Exsanguinate, but we still need to go for, like, you know, 22 mana or something, so that's a lot even for this deck. So probably the robber will be a little bit better. However, an Exsanguinate really helps us with surviving as well. Let's start doing those cards. I mean, this is great removal target. I think we want to use Fountainport to make those tokens every turn if we can. We basically get 2 extra mana per turn cycle. And that really helps us to go into this, you know, supreme late game. We only have 1 Chandra, so we are a little bit on the rough side. No Duress, alright. Just name the card, I guess. Alright. Are we ready? I don't think so. I think we need to burn all the tomes first. Yep, this will be 1 more turn. We only have Anoint with Affliction, but we can basically get 2 extra mana and a lot of extra cards. You know what? I will go for the second main phase. Like, we have so much mana, we can do it main phase, in case we draw Duress already. And we're back to 23, basically. Oh, Fountainport. I wish I played this. Let's go like this. Even if I discard, it's kinda okay. We'll just get rid of one of the Painlands. Alright. Big cards are here. Alright, so we go for the Springs. Then we go with Fountainport, and man, we can actually with double Fountainport make 3 mana a turn. And I know it seems that not much is going on, but believe me, like we are both just working for this final turn, and I need to draw some cards, so I hit, you know, their hand, just to make sure that Chandra survives. And we can make Fountainport twice. I would love them to tap. I wonder if they have Atraxa. It's a perfect Atraxa deck, to be honest. Alright, so let's set. Now we can make all the treasures. And I don't want to sacrifice any of them, because I actually will need all of this mana. We can also make a cool play of Chandra into instant Exsanguinate, and they cannot counterplay this. Vents. Let's go for the tap land. We don't use the mana. Maybe we might go on the next turn, because we will stack so much mana that I think this might be okay. With Up the Beanstalk, they will be able to burn all the mana. So my dream scenario is that they play everything. Oh my god. Oh, they always have to do this. Oh, this is so mean. But it's okay, we'll just draw extra cards then. However, this really helps them. So, no point in waiting, let's just draw the card. However, it really forces us to progress with the board, so or with the library, so it should be okay. But definitely not the type of plan I wanted. I could also not draw cards and just make treasures at dance step, but I prefer cards. If I hit the right ones, this shouldn't be super hard. Yep. Those lockdowns. So if they play lockdowns, they probably have way more. By the way, there are 51 cards already. So we are basically at the end game. They will probably exile everything, which is fine. Oh man, no way they are killing their own lockdown. I mean, this is a good play, right? They are drawing extra card. Yep. And not much we can do about that. I'm not using a Burst Lightning for damage because I can double it later maybe with Chandra. Alright, if we don't draw too much on this turn, I might go. But we'll see, we'll see. So I want to be patient because I think we can, like, we have better late game than them, but we need to basically prepare for the full game for this one final turn, so they cannot interact with us. Especially, man, I think I have Duress in the deck, right? Like, I really wanted them to, I really wanted to draw them, you know, earlier than last 20 cards, but I guess we'll go like this. Alright, this is a nice one. I generally want as many cards in the library as possible, so I'm not surveilling into Graveyard probably. Solemn, I mean, this is okay card. It doesn't do too much. It will just die. Yeah, I don't. This is the card that we don't really need, especially that we have to draw into it. So, we'll go with Liliana, we'll start attacking their hand and see what they will discard. And then we will make another treasures. We can do it at dance step so they cannot interact with it. Man, I'm really sure, man, I'm close to just checking my deck list in some way, just to make sure that I really have it. But we'll see, we'll see. And I know that I could just go with Chandra and try to do the cool thing already, but I don't really like it. I don't think it's great. I think it might actually lose us the game. And you can see they're down to 4 cards already. Okay, down to 6 cards already. It's fine. And we also drain all of the removal for Planeswalkers. So this deck is kinda, you know, like kinda huge, so that means they have less leyline bindings on average. And we can punish it. I'm not exactly sure how many Planeswalker removal they have. We know about Edict and Bindings. Probably quite a lot of both of them. And if they tap, we can just go a little bit crazier. Also, we didn't hit a single robber, so I think we have 4 win cons in those 22 cards. At least 4 win cons, so that's kinda crazy, but you know. We'll make it work. A Virtue. Alright. They want those cards, huh? Definitely good for them. So with this, we will probably have to go. They're doing so many cards. I think now they will go crazier and crazier. However, they might tap. So I would love to draw one of my big cards finally. I don't want to go for +1 on Chandra because we are burning through the libraries so quickly. So I would prefer to just draw it normally. Like, I think we really have four amazing cards in the library, so we just need to wait until the merciful shuffler will give them to us. Not on this turn, huh? Not on this turn. So now we need to make a decision. Are we going with Chandra already? I mean, we don't have targets. Like, we legit don't have targets. So okay. I think we will just go with it. On the next turn. I'll be honest, with this shuffler draw, it's kind of crazy because, like, in those last 20 cards, I have all of my gameplay. So I'm just waiting for those cards basically, because my plan is the same. Play Chandra, go Duress, and then hope that the next Chandra sticks. But now it's getting to a problematic part that they have Tyrant every single turn, so they're at 50. That means it's more about robbery, unless we can untap fully with Exsanguinate, because this is what, 4, 8, and 6, so we can deal 28, around 30 damage, so we actually can burst them in 2 turns, but they cannot answer Chandra instantly, because then we cannot. We also have Burst Lightning, which can deal 8 damage. Normally this is half of their life, but with 52 it's a little bit higher. Also, when we use the ability, they can answer and kill Chandra, so we need the answer in hand, not anywhere else. So that will be such a problem. If we activate the vents, they just kill them. Oh, they're actually discarding cards. Rebirth. Are you serious, bro? Oh my god, man, the combination of this guy just exiling everything I'm doing, at instant speed of course, because I'm trying to play around lockdowns, and Shuffler just never giving me the cards that I need to win the game is something else. Thank you. Alright. We have to go with the first one. Alright guys. Let's go with the first one, because we have some more time and we can steal like half of their deck already. So normally you cannot activate the ability because then they can answer. However, this is instant speed and we can do it in response, so why wouldn't we get this mana? Now they can do the thing. And then we'll double the robbery and we'll steal like most of their deck. And see, that's why we had to go like this. So this is, okay, I mean, listen. We just go with this 7-9. Alright, I mean, this is a good start. Stealing 18 cards from my opponent after everything is removed seems like a decent play. And we will be even, and the next robber will actually win the game. And with this, we should be able to completely outvalue them. Oh my god, and they have Atraxa. Oh my god, we can Farsight Ritual on something, which means we can take the robbery from our deck. Alright, this is, oh my god, Doppelgang? Alright guys, we can do everything with this hand. I would love Duress, because then I know exactly how to play. And we can take 2 mana. How do we want to do it? Is there anything for 2 mana that we care about? Not really, honestly. Not really. Let's go for Rakdos mana. Yeah, we only have Silver Scrutiny. I guess this is something. Let's see what they have in the graveyard. So what is the next creature? The only creature is Overlord, and on our side, Simulacrum. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Wait, we can cast it for 6? Oh my god, we can literally sweep everything. Alright guys, alright. See, we waited like 20 turns for Shuffler to give us this card, and this is what's supposed to happen like 10 turns ago. But as you can see, we can get it anyway. Simulacrum, it's an artifact, so it will die to the cyst anyway. We can get rid of all cornucopias, all lockdowns, all bindings. They will get double up the beanstalk though. Oh, and if we kill Tyrant first, the token is also an artifact, so we can actually sweep literally everything. Alright. You know what? I'm starting to believe. I'm actually starting to believe. And we have all those lands from our opponent, which is also really good. I don't want Survey. Let's play the untapped lands first. Alright. I think we can win this, honestly. Let's go for the throat. Why would you, bro, why would you ever tap Fountainport as the first card? This is like the last land that should be tapped. I don't know, man. Tapper is just crazy lately. Like, I didn't even consider checking it because it has absolutely zero sense. Alright. Isn't this nice? We are using our opponent's desist to get rid of everything they have. They will get a lot of cards, but they actually don't want to draw them.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Yep. I guess, yeah, they will get the card. But it actually hurts them. Man, they took the creature that normally is beneficial, but yeah, they didn't want to draw the card even. And what can we do? I could lockdown, but it's not amazing. I can doppelgang. But there's no point, so I think we just go with this. We could also go Atraxa to get the cards we need. Oh man, Atraxa is amazing. Let's go guys. And I'm playing both decks and I'm having a blast. Our opponent has a very cool deck as well, and we also have cool deck. That's it. Sure, I should probably activate it, but I don't really care about Liliana triggers. Like, look at his hand. I actually have less, and I have more important spells. All I need is... Do I have Duress in this deck? I don't know, man. Right. Anyway. I will take one sorcerer like this. And the artifact should be the Tome, because we can scry for cards. Lands aren't needed, right? Demolition Field is not needed. But I guess it's still better than anything else. And the Planeswalker. Do I want the creature? I really don't need this card. I really don't need this card. We have enough cards. Alright, we play the land for the turn. And our opponent knows that we have Robbery. Man, this is a game of Magic. And I need to discard. I have 8. I don't really think it will be the most impactful play, but I'm trying to be efficient. So they need to kill Atraxa, which won't be a problem, but maybe it will get additional Leyline Binding, which would be absolutely amazing, because we need to protect Chandra. They don't know about the most important card. And we also have another Chandra. Honestly, we'll make an upkeep stop. And at this point we don't want to draw cards, we just want to draw the right ones. So as you can see, single Robbery completely changed this whole game, and we're waiting for this card for 15 turns. And I'm pretty sure I have Duress in those... Man, maybe I don't. Like, I changed the deck a lot. So, yeah, let's see what our opponent is doing, because they are in a pickle. They know that if we have Chandra into Robbery, they actually don't have cards in the library. And they went... Man, they have a deck that has like 80 cards to prevent milling, and we still will mill it. Alright, that is a little bit scary, but what will they copy? They want Atraxa, they want the right card. But what is the right card? Invasion of Arcavios, Edict, Binding, Farsight Ritual, and Sunfall and Fountainport. That's my guess. Oh, they only took one. Alright. Oh man, they're really conscious about this. So they will take a counter spell, I think. Right? I think they will take a counter spell. This is also the last moment to go for the counter spell. Alright. But you know, oh man, I actually should have a sideboard for this deck. I never thought about it, because I can steal Invasion of Arcavios, which means I can take cards from my... But it's fine, because we will force them to use it on Doppelgang. So I think it's still okay. Like, it will be a little bit harder, but I think it's fine. We just need to play around it. And we also can Doppelgang Invasion of Arcavios to get Robbery back from the graveyard. So that means if they negate, we can just Doppelgang. I think they only have one counter spell, only in the sideboard. Like, they might have more, and they can take it with Arcavios from the graveyard, but they don't have main deck counter spells, I think. At least it doesn't feel like it. Alright. Oh man. Alright. So, did I draw the card at the end step? I think I missed it, to be honest, but it's fine. It's fine. Really? Only lands here. Sure. Do I really have only lands here? Alright. Let's play the Verge, because we don't want to discard. Alright, so what can we do? They can counter one spell, we know about it. We need Robber for 7 only. So Chandra is 6. Then we go 5, 7. Oh man, I think we are short on mana. We are actually short on mana, I think. Can they kill me on one turn? No, I don't think so. So we could just stack all the Overlords here. But wait, they will have another Doppelgang, right? You know what? You know what? I think I'm going with this. I want to make sure... No, please stop tapping my Fountainports, bro. Like, it actually is a big deal. And we bargain. I want to make sure that I have all the relevant cards from the whole deck. And we'll see if we play on this turn or the future one. The problem is that... I told you! I have all... Duress, man, double Duress on bottom 3 cards. Are you serious, man? Are you actually serious? Alright, I will Duress once, and I will probably Duress twice. I cannot believe, man, this was the most shuffler draw ever. Like, I could make this play 25 turns ago. Like, legit, we were waiting for this card. I actually lost faith that I have Duress in the deck. Alright, so now they can go for negate. And they kinda have to. I think they don't have another one. But we need to count the mana to know if that's truth. So we have Chandra for 6, then we go 3, 3. We have 1 more mana. We actually have 1 more mana. Man, can you believe that after all of this, we have literally the perfect mana to finish the game? I just want to make sure that they have nothing. Yep, they have absolutely nothing, and with this we won the game. Man, this is actually epic. Because they actually cannot remove Chandra even, which means we can get extra 2 mana, which is so fun. And this is why we were preparing for like 20 turns. Yep, they know. Oh my god, we won this. And even with double Duress on the bottom, which was the main strategy since turn 7 or 6. And I mean, patience always wins the games. What a game, man, this was something else. And look at this, double Duress, it actually exists in this deck. So guys, I will try to make outro short because that was a long day for me, and we'll just talk about the most important stuff because I have one recommendation after playing with this deck. But first, yes, you guessed it, thank you to our amazing patrons, our champions of Standard, trying to, you know, support us in making the format as fun as humanly possible with new decks every single day. So thank you guys, I hope you are having a blast, and I mean, Chandra doubling Robbery, I mean, this is something, all right? I could watch this kind of content my whole day. So before we talk about the whole strategy, there is one card that I absolutely love, and it has probably little sense here. So Solemn Simulacrum, like, we are looking at you, buddy. I'm a little bit, alright, fanboy of this art, alright. I definitely didn't write an email to get this style because it vanished from my beta account, so this never happened. So basically, this is the card that gives you lands, gives you card advantage, and you know, it is a blocker, a 2/2 blocker. I know it's 4 mana 2/2. Man, like, what were the times where this was used? However, the idea was that we need all of this extra mana, and it's great. However, in all honesty, it's slow, and even in the slower matchups, sometimes it just doesn't do much, and there's so much exile that sometimes you actually don't get the card, which is one of the main things. So even though I absolutely love this card, you probably want to, you know, replace it with something else that is a little bit more synergistic with the deck. It's also a creature, so it's basically like sorcery speed play, and you probably don't really want to tap unless you have to. Maybe we can go for more treasure maps. I kinda like this idea, and we can also increase removal or duress. So they aren't at the bottom of the library. So yeah, here's the change. And for the rest of the deck, what I like about this one is that it fits perfectly. We have the slick strategy of triple Chandra that, like, Chandra alone can finish so many games, but with combination with Exsanguinate and Robbery, you basically have answers to all the archetypes. And with Exsanguinate, you can actually fix one of the problems with Rakdos. The reason we didn't go for Rakdos control for a while was that we lost the Black March, so we lost this life gain that really helped the archetype. And now with Exsanguinate and Mazemind Tome, we actually have so much life gain that it just, you know, hits the spot perfectly, right? We have all the value, and also we cannot really die because like, even single casting it for like 6, 7, 8 mana really helps you to stabilize against things like Burst Lightning, Lightning Strikes, this kind of stuff that really likes killing you. And when you add the Tome that can also scry to give the life gain faster, it does get crazy. And Exsanguinate and Robber work in very different ways, so basically every deck is susceptible to one of them. And with triple Chandra, we can actually go a little bit harder. Probably 2 would be the perfectly responsible choice, but then you cannot waste single one of them. And with 3, you can go a little bit crazy. Honestly, I think this might be the deck where you can try to go for 4 Chandras, but you know, let's not get too crazy today. I like the deck. I think it's fun. It does something in a very strict, efficient way, and this thing is epic. So if you like this control style, I think you will love the deck. So thank you for watching, as always, and I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the support you're giving lately. I'm so happy to have you on the channel, so thank you. And that's it for today. So see you guys tomorrow.